Watch this liberal apologist, Laura D'Angelo, former staffer at former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's office and longtime liberal supporter. She tries to defend the Buttingate scandal that has overtaken the parties and has destroyed Mark Carney's reputation. And just see how she tries to waddle her way through justifying this egregious act by the Liberal Party.
Laura, what is your take on how this was handled and the fact that it even took place at all?
I mean, it's like watching an episode of Veep, really.
Yeah.
And let's be real, this story is going to be used by all campaigns as a what not to do as a political staffer for probably the next decade.
The bragging part or the doing it part?
Oh, probably both at this point.
Both, right? Yeah.
But let's be clear, this was a really bad mistake, and it shows a lot of immaturity on the part of those who cooperated or did it or whatever the case may be. And it's so frustrating to watch, too, because Pierre Poilievre had enough of a Trump problem. He actually didn't need the help, so there was not really a need to do this. And the Liberals have been running a good campaign, and instead now Mark Carney's had to come out and apologize. We've taken up a lot of the news cycle for the last 24 hours for something that really wasn't necessary in a campaign that was going pretty well.
I thought the interesting part for me, Kathleen, is the degree to which the Liberals have been critical of, in particular, the Conservatives, of being divisive or negative at a time of crisis, right? Mm-hmm. When you don't want to exacerbate issues that exist in the face of the threat that we face from Donald Trump. It's hard to tell people not to do something and do that very thing.
Yeah.
So what does Mark Carney, the liberal royalty and elitist globalist, have to say about all this? Well, in his own words, I didn't know. It wasn't me. And the staffers have been reassigned. What is this? What is this baloney? Reassigned? Why not, I don't know, fired? It's probably because these staffers were sent by his puppet masters, like the puppet masters of Trudeau. The same puppet masters exist now. And those being his close advisor and longtime Liberal Gerald Butts and Katie Tilford. The same crop, the same old bad bunch. And the party elites can never be wrong, and they're never to be held accountable. Older voters seem to enjoy this type of politics, as the polls suggest that the boomer generations, usually above 55 and over, are heavily in favor of the Liberals, while youth votes are with the Conservatives. With older voters wanting more of this type of politics, younger Canadians say no more. You will see many young people vote Conservative as they are fed up with being pushed aside by rising housing prices, rising taxes, lowering wages, and stagnant careers and wage growth. It's a real problem here. And the older generations who are at the end of their careers and are in retirements enjoying their Social Security checks don't seem to give a care about those younger voters and younger people who this country are to be the future of this country. You guys, directly speaking to you guys over 65, you had better opportunities. You had more wealth opportunities than we can ever fathom of coming by in today's climate under these liberal taxes, liberal virtue signaling, and false liberal promises. A liberal vote is a vote for the murder of the future of the youth of this country. We young people will not tolerate the screwing over of our futures by the mismanagement of the generations of old that seek to bring back the status quo once again. Time is a very valuable thing, and we do not want to see it be wasted continuously again and again, and see our futures and our lives go down the drain. This isn't nihilism, this isn't cynicism, this is real. And we want to have a future where we can become wealthy and we can prosper and grow. Not more of this bullshit stagnation. Thank you very much for watching this video and heed my message carefully.